If my clock reading skills are in order, that means it's time for the best of the X Games. This week we bring you the second installment of Summer X highlights from Philadelphia. Watch motorbikes casually fly 100-foot-plus jumps in Moto X freestyle. The skaters take to the real streets. But first up, those bicycle stunt riders are all over the park like a nasty rash.
Well, this is how it works here in the finals. We've whittled the field down to 10 competitors. They each get 2 75-second runs using the 100-point scale, and only 3 of them get to stand on the podium. We got the X Games rookie, Alistair Witten. This guy looked a little nervous in prelims, but I think he's back on his game now.
Absolutely is. Coming off 2 big wins, the CFP Finals in Woodward and the European X Games qualifier in Spain earlier in July. Young gun, lots of energy. Couldn't wait to get on the course and practice. You can see it right here. Nice no-foot can-can, already working his way around the entire course.
Yeah, I'd have to say he's definitely got the preliminary jitters out of his system right now. Charging it.
Little original line from Witten.
Throwing a good combo in there. Tail whip over the smaller box.
UK rider coming in strong. First X Games competition. Yeah! Huge 360 tire tap on the sub rail.
Tech over there on the hitching post, and that was a big ice pick over there on the wall.
Some of these guys, I can't believe they're throwing it down so clean in the run.
Going for the wedge-to-wedge tail whip transfer there right at the buzzer, and that is an excellent, excellent first run for Alistair Witten. Well, he's last year's gold medal in dirt, and he took the bronze in the park class. A lot of people are kind of surprised that he qualified in 7th, but look for Ryan to definitely step things up here.
Bit here in the finals. Going backwards over the box, trying to get some speed going. Nice little truck driver. 270 transfer onto the wedge.
Gonna rack up some quick points up here in Wedge City, throwing a couple grinds in.
X up, moving over to the other side of the course. Specialty is the box jump. Ryan competing in both dirt and in park.
Oh, the 720!
Nailing it, clean. 2 rotations over the box.
Super smooth landing.
To double truck into the Liberty Ball. Nyquist is on fire.
He's one of those guys that's definitely making good use of that Liberty Ball, going for the suicide no-hander coming out of it.
It's a no-handed loop over the 5-foot box. Nyquist going off.
That's a huge gap to clear, by the way. That channel going over that wedge, that thing is massive.
Not getting lost. Lots of big tricks back-to-back. Here he goes again at the big quarter pipe. Truck driver!
Oh, man, so close. The bar spin 540. And the question on everybody's mind here today, is he going home with his 6th consecutive gold medal?
Ready to throw it down. He obviously knows what it takes to get it on here and take it home. Big 360 to start off, little mirror style, one-handed grab.
Huge ice pick on the other wall there.
About 2 stories up.
There's a giant 540. What's he got over on the box jump? What's it going to be? The double backflip. Oh, and he goes down.
Right out of a 540, an incredible line to go for. Rolling the dice big time in his run. He's got to take so much speed to pull off that double loop, and he's trying out a 540.
Come back after the fall, throw the huge flare over the channel. Oh.
That crash in the double may have stunned him a little bit. They're right back on it with a 360 whip. Right back into the Liberty Ball, landed in that corner. Ooh, getting a little bit lost in the corner. Dave Mira.
After the first runs, we've got kind of a shocker going on here. You don't even see Mira's name in the top 5, and look at that, the rookie, Alistair Witten, is our new leader.
More from Bike Park later on, but bypassing the ramps for the moment, we take to the streets of Philadelphia to watch the skaters get creative with bits of metal and lumps of concrete in a unique competition format.
This contest was held at City Hall, which is a real street spot. Even though it's illegal, we get kicked out every day.
First raw street contest I've ever seen. A place we get kicked out of every day. We can skate legally, and there's obstacles, you know, it's amazing. Costin was laughing during his runs and talking to people when he was going by him, and still did amazing, like he didn't care.
this contest is the closest thing to resemble a true 100% street skateboarding contest.
Anything could have happened in anybody's runs. Kerry, you know, set the standard, I guess, his first run.
After Kerry's first run, everybody had to be kind of like, okay, Kerry just put on a clinic. And then people started really stepping up.
The level of skating that was in the contest was ridiculous. You're not really supposed to do those kinds of tricks first and second try.
Definitely anybody could have won any run.
Shut down.
At the end of the day, Kerry's first run left everyone stunned. No one was able to link it all together and come up to that level, and that's why he deserved to win.
In first place, from Habitat Skateboards.
Later on, we'll bring you the equally unique Best Trick event from City Hall. Next up, it's the Big Bikes Freestyle Moto X Final. Only one final run each to decide it. A gargantuan course to be hit up every which way. Judges decide on difficulty, execution, and general dangerousness.
This is it, a jam-packed house here at First Union Complex. We are in the finals. It is all good here in Philly. This is what we're waiting for, the final. And guess who's on the block right now, ready to drop? Jake Wyndham, the correctional officer.
And, you know, he is lucky in a sense. Jeremy Carter got hurt in practice. Jake Wyndham was the first alternate. He is now in the competition, and he is now in the final of his first ever X Games. Wyndham is on fire, and he has got the tricks to move it up to the #1 spot if he sticks his run.
Big 250 motorcycle, a 200-pound guy. I mean, he's got to be tough to be a prison guard. Look at him go!
He's definitely got the muscles to throw that bike around, and he can keep the bike upright and not have any kind of auger in the dirt. Great one-handed seat grab. That's probably not going to hurt his score at all, Jerry. The kiss of death, Jake Wyndham. So many people credit him with the biggest and the baddest one in the business, and well, I gotta agree, that was complete sickness, and everybody here in Philly loves what they see from this guy as time runs out.
Clifford Adaptante, the Flying Hawaiian. He just bought a nice home in Southern California. He's realizing that this is a business, a dangerous one at that, Cameron. But he is here to take home one thing, and I believe it's a gold medal.
Getting it started. Heart attack, look back, legs straight up, back up on top of the berm. He's gonna tee up one of the 100-footers.
Yeah, Clifford, Alba Action Sports gave Clifford 2 YZ250s at the beginning of the year and said, hey, you know, why don't you go out and take these and jump around on a 100-footer?
Clifford also riding for CNC Ride Shop, Smith and LBZ. So Clifford doing it up and having a good time. And, well, frankly, it's time to step up, Cliffy. Double Saran. Right now, sitting on top.
Yeah, super kicker. Check him out, looking over at the crowd. Check my style, I'm the Flying Hawaiian.
Coming into this weekend, I'm sorry, this event, I take that back. Clifford had never hit the super kicker. He's never gone up. He's never stepped up to that. And boom, he gets it here in his first comp. He's looking smooth. It's glory time
Less than 15 seconds remain for Clifford, and a nice McMats.
Clifford Adaptante knows there's one rider left, and that rider is Travis Pastrana, so he has to totally nail every trick right here, right now in Philly.
And the double heart attack for Clifford Adaptante as time runs out. Everybody here seems to love the Flying Hawaiian.
Travis Pastrana has never, I repeat, never been defeated in a freestyle moto competition.
He needs to get a big run at the 100-foot dirt jump. Adaptante is your current leader. Travis Pastrana, the double disco can pendulum style, coming out of the gate with a giant trick. Will he win it? I gotta say, money's on him if he holds it together.
Travis Pastrana is on the pipe on the Suzuki 125. Hear it scream in the corner. I guess he rides a little national motocross here and there on the weekend.
I guess he said he's earned the points in national motocross. He actually has a race this week, but Travis coming to the X Games, the only freestyle event he will ride this year, and having a good time riding his dirt bike, the #1 qualifier coming in.
There is no shortage of crowd participation. It's the pop-up lazy boy.
He gets everything so far out. I mean, he looks like he's having fun on the motorcycle, dusting everybody on the pipe, revving it like a chainsaw. Travis Pastrana, even when he's going back end of the bike up over the front, he still hangs his trick out.
We're into glory time with Travis Pastrana, the Revelation 199. You know, every year he does something super crazy. One year he jumped into the bay. The next year he attempted the backflip. You never know what this kid's gonna do.
New tricks and big moves from Travis Pastrana, and the kid is nails. Never misses. And out in celebration, they wanted a backflip. Well, Travis, not with the jump steep enough to get it. He flips off the back of his bike, doing a backflip with his body. Travis Pastrana never disappoints.
So just pipping the Flying Hawaiian was Travis Pastrana, who now owns more gold than Mr. T. We move swiftly onto the vert ramp for the best trick contest. Nice and simple, this one. Whoever does the best trick wins. What a concept.
Huddle around the TV sets, take the phones off the hooks because you don't want to miss a thing in Best Trick. This is what we've been looking forward to all week. Bob Burnquist doing his thing first.
Bob dropping in. He's been skating incredible all weekend.
Oh my
Fakie
gosh.
to fakie 540 with a heel flip, starting things off
Wow.
with a bang. There it is. He goes up backwards. He does a heel flip with his board, spins all the way around 540, landing backwards again. Bob, now that he's hit that, he moved on, trying a switch kickflip Indy 360.
Accidental
Bob
breakers.
makes things all the time, as we saw in his vert finals run, that shouldn't be made. That's another example of that.
All
his
I can
board
do
flips halfway.
Is laugh at how good Bob Burnquist
He
is.
grabbed it with a fingertip and made it. Tony Hawk, he goes for the heel flip varial lean 360. There it is. He flips the board with his heel. He spins it varial, lands at 360.
And now here comes Bob.
Coming back, he's still attempting that switch kickflip Indy 360, and he nails it.
Grabbing it on the wrong side.
Here he does the switch kickflip Indy 360. The board flipped over. He caught it on the wrong side. He just brought it back in and landed it anyway.
Whether there was a time issue or not, Matt Dove's sole intention coming into this contest was to make this trick right here. Pop shove it, 720. You can see he's not even wearing any elbow pads.
Matt was taking such a beating on these earlier attempts within the official time, nearly hitting his head there. He was getting up. He had that kind of focus we saw when Tony made the 9 the first time.
And missed one.
Focused, determined. Matt setting up with a rock fakie on the extension. Into the pop shove it. Indy 720, landing it. Just barely squeaking that in.
And
there
look
it
at
is.
it here. He's upside down.
Completely corked. The danger factor in that trick is high. Tony knows it.
With that trick, the crowd started going crazy. They're cheering for Tony to do a 9, and what's Tony gonna do? Time's up? Doesn't matter. He's gonna throw a 900 and give this crowd what they want. That slam, you knew he took it. And this one
here, Tony looked like he was out.
He did not look like he was gonna get up.
For the count.
And I think if he would have decided not to try another one, the crowd would have understood.
With the crowd support, Tony comes back, setting up. He gets a good setup there. And he lands it. Standing up.
No squat.
900.
You've seen 900s, but you've never seen it look like this.
This access cam view shows us pausing there on the first inversion. Tony going blind there for the second time, looking straight up at the ceiling, bringing it back in and landing.
You will never get sick of seeing Tony Hawk do a 900.
Some ridiculous tricks pulled out of the bag there, but controversy over the time limit with Matt and Tony's final tricks being performed after time leaves the crowd waiting for the final result. Eventually the word came through, and in true freestyle traditions, the time limit was overruled, leaving Burnquist in third, Hawk in second, and Matt Dove on top of the pile. Now, in the hope of some even more ridiculous maneuvers of the bike variety, we head over to the final runs at Bike Stunt Park.
Shocker of the day is the Miracle Man, Dave Mira, all the way back down in 7th place, having a tough time his first run. Not your typical day out of Dave. Well, after Mira's first run, a lot of these guys have the doors wide open for him, and Jay Miron is one of those guys. He can turn it up a notch right here, and he's a contender.
Look out, lots of speed. Huge vert air.
Oh, what's he got here on?
Oh, yeah, the Superman seat grab 360. Miron invention right there. He and Asado pioneering that move.
You see his hand looked a little squirrely on the landing of that big high-speed nose manual.
Nose wheelie on the Liberty Bowl deck, coming in clean. To ice pick on the big sub.
See what he's got with the little bit of time left that he has.
Jay's really got a chance here. Dave all the way down in 7th. You never know. 360, couple of variations thrown in there with the turn down.
Alistair Witten, after his first run, he is our current leader, and he's the X Games rookie.
This is wild. First time he's ever been at the games and going off like a champion, like a true veteran. Never been here before. Huge air on the quarter pipe, taking lots of speed into the 6-foot box jump.
Big look back 360 over the box out of that setup air, right into the foot plant.
That air was so high over the box jump, clicking it all the way. I'm really impressed with Alistair, not letting the big crowd or just everything that the X Games is get to him.
Yeah, with the turn down loop, a little bit of hang up, but he pulls it off.
Wow. Working the entire course, keeping his lines nice and smooth, lots of tricks back to back. Look down over the hip.
And that's going to do it. Bruce Chrisman has to be feeling good right now. He is currently in 2nd place, but he has got an excellent shot at taking first here. Well, he's got a great opportunity to be an even happier guy with an even bigger smile on his face after all this. Yeah, pulling that line smooth. Yeah, bar spin off the quarter down to the wedge. The crowd is buzzing right now because they know who's up next. Dave Mira is all the way back in 6th place. In order to take the lead, he needs a stellar run.
Energy level's high, but the Miracle Man can do it. He's been in this position before. He knows what it takes to throw it down. Starting off with a big 360 no-handed over the box.
Oh boy, huge setup there. What's it going to be right here? There's the double flip. Is it going to? Oh man, so close. Looping out, landing on his back.
Wow, going for it big time with a huge air, not able to stick it.
Another big flare over that channel.
Not waiting for anybody, just rolling in and rocking the house. Another big loop out of the Liberty Bowl. Whoa!
Oh.
I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Slowed down his pace just a little bit. Last trick right here, up and over the hitching post, and that's going to do it for Dave. And look at the celebration. Bruce Chrisman, new park champion.
We were trying to get the most out of this we could, because it ain't gonna be there tomorrow, you know what I mean? It was right then and right there.
One person would do one trick, somebody else would say, well, I gotta do better than that, so let's totally push the envelope, you know?
When people start feeding off each other like that and that kind of energy, then that's when you get the greatest performances, and that's certainly what we got out of this contest.
On your average straight bench.
First obstacle was the benches. Everybody at the contest skates a bench in their town, wherever they're from.
Carrie's manual tricks on the ledge are pretty insane. Like flip in, flip out stuff. It's pretty hard to hold the manual and then flip it out again.
And then it is that.
People were knocking off tricks left and right, you know, and not just your average tricks like Costin backside nose blunt slid, that barrier. You don't do that every day, you know what I mean?
It's not like a set hour I'm gonna go try this trick. It's whenever you kind of feel like it, actually.
You walk without rhythm.
Big, huge gaps, or set of stairs, or longer rail. I'd rather be able to skate everything, just because I think skating would get kind of boring if I didn't have like a variety of things to do.
Okay, that was a backside nose blunt slide, and we can leave that part of the course because he just won that area.
He did 5 tricks that some people don't do those 5 tricks in their video part that they film for, you know, 4 or 5 months.
Let's give it up for Rick McCrank, who just did every move he could possibly do in a period of 2 minutes or whatever it was.
Rick McCrank it was who shut down City Hall with a ridiculous display of control and technicality on everything that was put in his path. That's your lot for this week, but your presence is required next week to witness a very special skateboard contest. All manner of contortions in bike stunt dirt, and the Moto X guys try to clear the height of a 3-story building. Crazy but true, all on the best of the X Games.
Glad to see you're still paying attention. Still to come tonight, we travel across the Atlantic for football from the Argentinians. But right now, a game that's provided one of the shock results of recent years, with world champions France, including a host of Premiership stars, up against the plucky Socceroos. Over to our commentary team.
Australia all in green will kick us off and underway, kicking from left to right on a wonderful pitch once again. The referee, Carlos Batres of Guatemala, and already Australia in possession. Lots of changes for France, Ray Houghton, and I just wonder whether caution will be the name of the game here, because 2 points from the remaining 2 games will take France through.
I don't think so. I think